Guys, welcome to my channel Techniques. So today we are going to start off with Android Studio as I told you in the previous video. So now let's just start off with Android Studio. Let me open it and we're going to start off with a new project. You can click on this create new project button to create a new project, and then you have to select empty activity and click next as basic activity in bottom navigation activity and many others, but we don't need that now. So you can just click on empty activity and click next, and then you have to name your application. I just name it as first app, and I name it as YouTube because I have a different folder for YouTube, and you can choose whether you want to save the project. And now this is how your Android Studio is going to load up, and you see something here. You just click on, it's just updating indices. If you just click on it, you will get this background task which is happening. Android Studio will finish loading after these things open. It's going to import the gradles, and let's wait until it finishes. Now first of all, this is how your Android Studio is going to look like, and this is your main activity where you're going to code on what is going to happen, and it's a Java file. And you have activity main.xml, which is going to be the designing part of a the designing part of an app, and it's going to be in an XML file, which is nothing but HTML format. And you can also drag and drop into that. So if you just go here, it's going to load for some time. This might take you a lot, it might take a lot of time for this graded build to happen according to your system. If you're having a slow one, it's going to take so much time for the first time, and it will take a lot. But once you keep on opening, it's going to become okay. But this is what, but nowadays I'm opening for the first time in this today, so that's why it's taking this much of time. So let's wait until it finishes. So now we can see that our code is everything is in HTML. The text view is nothing but like the text view is made to show text. It's going to show us some text and all that. Let me just close this for now. And now Gradle project sync is in progress. So in main activity.java, I show everything which is going to be in main activity.java. First of all, there's going to be the package. It's com.example.first.app.yt. You can package is nothing but it's going to import those packages from com.example, which is nothing but from Google, to the first app. Project name is first.yt, so it's going to import into that. And now in import, you can see android x.appcompat.app.compat activity. It's nothing but the files which we need to create apps will be in this android x.appcompat.app.compat activity. And now it's indexing and it's going to finish. It's updating indices and setting up modules. It's going to get finished. And now let's just see what all is here. This is your project pane. You can see the different files of your project here. If we just open up the Java file, you can see many files in the Java file. If you just open the first one, you can see the main activity.java, this file. And if you just go to resource and go to layout, you can see activity main.xml file over there. So this is nothing but the project file, and this is like a tab to switch between the project and resource manager. And now if we just select on Android and change back to project, you can see all the files of your project here, but mostly it is not going to be useful for us. The only thing we need is the files of this app. We don't need the files of the project. And then down over here, you can see like whenever we do something, we can add some to-dos over here if you want. We will not do that mostly. And then this is it's going to analyze the problems in the current file. And then this is terminal. You can see the output here, and you can see something called build. It will like whenever you open your app, it's going to build the app. You saw Gradle build running, right? That's what this is. And if you go to logcat, you can see all the process which is happening. If you just go to error, you can see any error is in the file or not. And profiler is just for not for our purpose. And database inspector event log, layout setter, you can see many. And if you just go to the top of the session, you can see that this is nothing but the build button, and this you don't need to change anything over here. And if you have emulator installed, it's going to show you emulator name. Once we connect our device, it's going to show our device name, and this is the run button. If you click on this button, your app is going to start running, and that's how to show. So today what we'll be doing is create a button, and whenever we click that button, a toast should be displayed. I'll show you what's a toast after we create the app. Toast is nothing but just it just pops out and shows you something. So first of all, there are three types of layout actually. Constraint layout, relative layout, and linear layout. There are more layouts, but this is the main. Constraint layout is where you can just drag and drop image, assets which you need, like button, image bar, or whatever you need. You can drag and drop into this. And relative layout is in relative layout you have to code over here to create any apps. Any component. So we're going to use the relative layout because it's more convenient to use. And in this, if you use constraint layout, it's going to be very complex to use. That's why we're going to use relative layout. And let me just remove the text view. We don't need a text view. And just open up your brackets. The greater than symbol. Lesser than symbol. And then just type in button and put enter. Now we are going to select the button width and height. Just put it to wrap content, and wrap content, just put enter, and then you have to put a / to close the tag. And then you have to go inside the tag and open up another line. In this we are going to enter the ID, @ID, and we are going to enter the ID for this button, like which name should we give this button to be discovered as. Let's just give it as B1, and then let's just open up another line, and then let's enter the text component, which is, you can just enter text, and then you can give the text as click me. That's going to be good. And the next line we're going to set the constraints. So you can just select split view to see what is happening here. Let's make it centered in the screen. So you can just type in center. You can select center in parent. And select through. It's going to make it centered in the whole screen. If you make it centered in horizontal, it will make it centered in horizontal. I'll show you how centered in horizontal looks like. I just delete this and put center in horizontal, and true. It's going to horizontal it in center, but let me just make it centered in parent. Now we just need to add a toast, but we're not going to add a toast in XML file. We can't add a toast in XML file. So let me just go to main activity.java. Now what you need to do is just open up this place. Just create a place for this. Type in button. We're going to assign the button B1, which we gave our ID, right? We're going to assign that ID to our actual button. You can just type in button B1 and close with a semicolon over there, and open up this place. And then you can type in B1 equals find view by ID. What is this? What class is this going to do? Is it's going to search. The B1 is just created now, and you have to assign it. The assigning part is this line. B1 equals find view by ID. It's going to search for this ID, which we are going to enter now. I have to enter this r.id.b1. That's all. Now the B1 button is assigned to this type of like a variable it is. That's all. So find view by ID, it's R means resource and this ID. I have to search for resource ID B1. That's all you have to do for assigning it. And then if you just enter b1.set on click listener, it is nothing but a class to set if a button clicks on. If you click on the button, what is going to happen after we click on a button is going to be inside this class. You have to type a new view.onClickListener, and automatically this class will be assigned in your project. And what you need to do is nothing, just type in toast. Don't select the first one, select the second one where it says create new toast over here. Just select that one, put by pressing enter, and if you just select tab, our cursor is going to go in that place. In the text tab, we are going to select, we are going to enter, you clicked on the button. Let's just show that you click on the button. So that's all you need to do, and you can assign the length over here. Now the length is short. Short means that the warning will go after like 2 or 3 seconds, and if you make it long, it will go after like 6 or 7 seconds. Let's make it short because let's make it long. Our sentence is a bit long, so let's make it long, and it's going to stay in there for a long time, and that's all. Very easy, right? Now I'm going to run this app on my phone, so let me just get my phone and come back to you. So I got my phone. All you need to do is take your charging cable and connect it to your laptop in the USB port. Just connect it to your laptop, and then just connect your phone also. But before you do this, you have to do one important thing which I show you now. So now what you need to do is just open your settings app and then scroll down and find the about phone. Go there and then click on the build number 8 times, and then you get an option, you get a post saying that you're a developer. For me it's saying you don't need to proceed this application because I'm already a developer. So just go back and then just search in for developer options. I have it over here, and you have to enter the code which you, it's like a captcha, so you have to enter the code and then you have to click continue. Okay, it's an incorrect one, so let me enter it again and click continue. And now developer options is going to look like this. All you need to do is just turn on this USB debugging, and then just go back. And once you connect your phone to your charger, you will get a option in the above saying transmit images via USB. You have to select images, and then what you need to do next I'll show you now. So after you did everything on your phone, downloading the enabling the USB debugging and everything, you have to get your device in the top of the menu which I showed, and then after that you have to just click on the run button, and then you will see the graded build running in the bottom. So you have to wait until it finishes. If you just go to the build tab, you can see what are is happening in the background, and then it's gonna finish soon. For the first time, if you're doing this for the first time, again this is gonna take a lot of time. But if you're just doing it even if you do it in the first time in the day also, you get a lot of time for it to load. And then now it's almost finished. So after it finishes, it's going to install our app and launch our app, and once that finishes, let's see how our app looks in our phone. So it's almost finished, and we should get installed anytime by now. And now it's installing. So now it's launching the app. You can see it's getting installed, and once it finishes, we're going to get our app in our phone. So let's see what our app looks like in our phone. So now we have our app here. Now everything is going to look purple because that's the default theme for any app which you're going to do. It might change for some people, but we'll see how to change it in the upcoming sessions. So now let's test our app. If I just click on click me, it's going to tell you clicked on the button, and it's going to stay for a long time. You can see you clicked on the button and it's going to stay for a long time. If you put it in short, it's just going to stay for a little bit time. So now that's now our app is finished. So thank you for watching this video. If you like it, share it to your friend, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you in the next session. And the next session what we'll be doing is, I'll tell you in the next session itself. The next video is going to be on Monday, so stay tuned for that. If you want to stay tuned, just subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification icon.